They've been sleeping tons of. Wake up, wake up. Wake up is a new day, new era. Lights on, game loud, move clearer. They slept too long, now the storm got nearer. Wake up, look in the mirror. Wake up, you feel that shift in the air. Stardust burn, old crew in the flare. What's gonna shake when the dreamers declare? Wake up, we already here. Wake up, wake up. Cold floors, no name on the list. We built from the shadows, can't sleep on this. Every miss was a spark, now the flames exist. Universe are aligned, can't resist the twist. They hit snooze while we built in the dark. Now we run plays with celestial law. From the north to the world, hear the engine start. Wake up, we igniting the spark. This the moment when the lights flip.
Welcome to the new era of basketball. They doubted you. They overlooked you. They didn't believe in you. But now, everything changes. No more sidelines. No more being underrated. No more sleeping. It's time for your game to speak. NPA has traveled the world. We've connected with the top players. We've built this stage. And now, it's time. Time for the game to rise. Time for you to rise. Time for the basketball world to wake up. Welcome to the new era of basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, day one gave us two fantastic games, and now we get here for day two of WNPA basketball, and it's shaping up to be a very fun one considering all that's been going on for both these teams on and off the court. But we're live, ladies and gentlemen, for what's going to be a great game here. Number 7, Edge School look to continue on. They'll take on number 3 seed Niagara Prep in what should be a fun challenge for both these teams. I'm Julian Quintero Verano, and I'm joined here today by the fantastic, fabulous Curtis Coleman. Curtis, how are we feeling today?
Well, firstly, I'm very excited to be here. This is some of the top talent the nation has to offer in this, really in the entire country. And it's a really interesting matchup because the last time these two teams played, it wasn't that close. But there are some pretty major rotation changes for this game.
Yeah, and I mean, first and foremost, for Edge School, the last time they played, it was a game that was quite a blowout. There's no need to talk about what the individual score was, but one player on Edge that missed out on that game, Sadie Secord, she's back in the lineup today. We'll see her impact. She puts up a shot. It's immediately blocked there by Trinity Venn. Edge remain in the possession, though. Pass inside, it's tipped, goes out of bounds, and will remain Niagara ball. It seems it was tipped off of Trinity Venn. No, they end up switching it over to be last off of Sadie Secord. But with Sadie being back, that's going to be a big boost for them. Another big element for Niagara Prep, they're having a couple players missing. Jordan Wheeler injured today. She's not going to be able to participate. She is on the bench supporting. And then also with some later commitments on this week, KK Santa Maria, Ariana Turla, and Lexi Wee here to support the team. From what I talked with Coach Tavon Douglas, won't be making an appearance today. We'll see, though. You never know with how the sport ends up dictating things. So far tied all the way around at zeros. and a shot is missed here. Niagara Prep trying to break out, see if they can be the first ones to tuck it away.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting experiment for Douglas because this is almost a preview of next year, right? We were talking before the game and how so many of these players are, this is the next one up basically, and they'll get a real chance to see what their next ones up can do.
Out right now for Niagara, the inbound is tipped. Kylie Suley not here next season, but the UMass commit will still try to continue. She gets stripped there. Now Edge will go the other way. We'll talk about the lineups in a moment. Next time we have a stop ball, but as we continue on, Secord finds Bergen. Bergen sizing up, toss inside there, looking around, finds Zulak. Zulak, the player of the game for Edge yesterday, isn't able to convert. Niagara trying to catch him on the break. It's Suley, little find inside of Venn, and she tucks it away and gets the foul call. 2 points, one more in the holster. Nice little cowboy play for three.
Yeah, it was a fantastic passing play, perfectly executed, gets the contact, and it's about as good of a contact as you can get where it doesn't really hinder your shooting, but it's still contact worth a foul.
Venn not able to convert on it, and out there for Niagara it is Venn, Suley. Anderson lets the three go, it goes out of bounds, but Trinity Venn joined by Kylie Suley, Maud Law, Soraya Yilmaz out there, and rounding out their lineup, number 25, Kaylin Crocker. And as you said, this is a highlight of next year's team. Kylie Suley, the only one that graduates this year. Crocker, Yilmaz also graduating next year. She's going to get a nice little showing here today. She's committed to St. Peter's, so that's going to be fun to see how she approaches here. But apart from that, Maud Law, 2027. Trinity Venn, 2028. Kaylin Crocker, 2027. So variety of players here, young, next generation for this Niagara Prep team, and they've come out quickly in this one, up 4-0 and looking to tack on some more. Suley inside, pausing, kicks it out for three. It's Yilmaz, no, drives inside, splits it, floats it. It's just short, goes out of bounds. Isn't be able to save by Crocker. Edge pushing quickly to get something. Anderson, spin move inside, loses it there, bounces out, ends up in the hands of Yilmaz. We still need time to breathe here, but Venn going quickly on here, trying to get some more points. Does it! Another foul drawn on another bucket from Trinity Venn.
Well, it all started with the great defensive play by Maud Law. The offensive player, Anderson, was going right at her, and she did not budge a bit. Tried a bit of trickery with the moves, and Law was having none of it. Venn goes the other way, draws the foul once again, and it's another one where you're getting the contact, but you're still able to make the shot.
6-0 the score here. We'll be back for the free throw, and we will talk a bit more about this Edge School team. We're going to try to come back from this early hole very, very shortly, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
Free throw being taken here, and Venn hits on this one. 7-0 the score, 7:38 remaining in this first quarter. Niagara setting up to trap. Still need to get it out. Anderson flips it over to Zulak. Out there for Edge as they find a little ball inside to Kells. Kells finds Secord, and she gets the first points of the day here for Edge School. Secord joined by Yasmin Kells. Avery Zulak out there in the lineup as well. Class of 2030's very own Chloe Wondrasik on the court right now as well, and they get finalized with veteran leader Katie Anderson. Out of bounds remains Niagara Prep. They're going to keep pushing here, but this Edge School team, I've enjoyed watching them so far this season. They've given us some solid basketball throughout, ups and downs throughout, but in the end, they had a big win yesterday against St. Jude's, and they look to try to carry that momentum here against Niagara.
Well, you could argue it's a bit younger of a team than you typically see. I mean, only 3 graduating players, and I mean, the 2030 eligible player, Wondrasik, is very exciting to play at this level and at this age. There's a lot of room to grow, and just really exciting generally.
I want to shout out as Katie Anderson goes up for the foul. She'll be getting 2 free throws coming up here. I want to talk about Chloe Wondrasik real quick. Big shout out to her family. They reached out to us about how to say the last name. Said, hey, we're probably gonna be in contact for the next 3-4 years or so. So let's make sure we get it. It's not Wondrasek or Vondrasek. It's Wondrasek. And I'm like, you know what? You'll have to see it. Chloe's been fantastic this season so far. Great role player for this edge side. And it just goes to show if she's able to keep growing as a player, she's going to be bringing a lot for this side.
Yeah,
and,
like you said, she's going to be, her name's going to be said a lot more, and it just makes a broadcaster's job easier when that happens, huh?
I agree. They're able to convert on both their free throws there, Katie Anderson. 7-4 now for Edge. Slip pass inside of Sully. She kicks it out there to Crocker. She goes up. No. Rebounded by Kells. Edge going the other way. Only 3 points split these sides. Pass inside to Secord. Secord shovel past to Kells. She goes up. Blocked. Nice play there from Trinity Venn. Niagara running on the transition. It's Yilmaz. She gets it a go. Great play from Niagara to make it a 5-point game.
Yeah, Ven's just had a really outstanding game. Just a really smart game so far. I mean, we're only a few minutes in, but she's already drawn those fouls and made a nice block on the defensive side.
Niagara now prepping again after forcing another turnover. Cross-court pass to, guess who? Trinity Venn finds Maud Law, dumped over to Yilmaz. She lets it go for three. It's short. Still fighting for it. It's rebounded again by Niagara. They're pushing forward. It's Crocker, and she's going to be able to force it to remain in her possession. Number 2, Claire Daly, will be checking in now for Soraya Yilmaz. Claire Daly, another role player for this side, going to get some considerable more minutes today. Class of 2029 for Niagara Prep. So as you said, this really is a preview of their future teams. Trinity Venn, hello. And she's continuing to fire on all cylinders with that 3-ball.
Yeah, Venn just, I've already said a lot about her. She's just having a great game.
She's off to an electric start. We'll see how much more she's able to do so. Secord not able to corral that. It's picked up by Sully, the UMass commit, taking it all the way. Stripped from behind by Temi Adewunmi, and it goes out of bounds. Edge now, they avoid the fast break points, but they still got to stay on their toes. The half-court defense here in the next set. Dump inside to Sully, able to beat her defender, gets to the basket. Niagara Prep makes it a 9-point game.
Yeah, a bit of a size advantage too. Sully is the tallest player on the court, I believe, so gives her just a major point there already.
Standing at 6'3", Curtis, I'll tell you the dreams of mine if I could be 6'3". Sadie Secord, speaking of threes, converts from beyond the arc. Nice opportunity there for Edge, trying to get back into that one, but again, a defensive breakdown by Edge leaves Sully open. Sorry, that was Maud Law, not able to convert on the transition bucket. Secord right to the basket through contact, draws the foul. Sadie Secord, 2 free throws coming for her. And yeah, transition play has been king in this one. Niagara been able to get a lot of things going on that transition. Maud Law coming out here. Soraya Yilmaz checking back in.
Yeah, it was kind of a nightmare play for Niagara there. I mean, Law had the wide open. I mean, it does get easier than that. Just a bit too much adrenaline there, just off the mark. And then Ven's going to fall when running back on defense. It was tough. It was a play to forget.
Yeah, but they capitalize on it. Only 1 of 2 free throws made on that. And now Sully going inside again. Finds Crocker. She lets it fly for 3. It's short. Sully fighting for it. Can't corral. Adewunmi pulls it in for Edge. Passes it over to Anderson. Anderson inside. Flip over to Wondrasek. Pauses. Pass on over to Secord. She lets it fly. Bit long. Rebounded by Venn. She fights for it. Now needs to find someone to kick out to. Finds Claire Daly. Daly slowing down the play a bit, has Venn on the right-hand side, instead finds Yilmaz on the left. Sully setting a screen. Yilmaz given space. She lets it fly off the dribble. Gets it! St. Peter's going to be excited to have her next season as she converts from that 3-ball. And now Wondrasek trying to size up on Daly. Nice incisive ball to Adewunmi. She kicks back out to Anderson. Catches, shoots it just short. Rebounded by Yilmaz. And once again, Niagara's on the break. Yilmaz has Sully behind her. Leaves it for Kylie. She lets it go. That one's short. Still, though, rebounded by Daly. She fights for it. Right back up on the second chance. No. And this one picked up by Edge. They don't allow a third opportunity on that possession. Anderson finds Adewunmi, floats it up. Not able to convert. Venn the one to come down with. And now Niagara storming quick. Pass in on the backdoor cut. Daly up. No foul. No nothing. Kell's pass tipped out of bounds. And both teams get a chance to catch their breath and make some substitutions.
Well, one thing I've noticed about Niagara is their sense of versatility. I mean, in the modern day, it's much more a positionless game where everyone can kind of do everything, and that's what Niagara's showing off. Everyone on the team can shoot. Everyone can score in transition. Everyone on the team can get back in transition. Those are very important things in the modern age.
It's great to see them be able to do so as they make a bunch of substitutions here. Vanessa Langdon checking in along with number 28, Savannah Wilson, on the side of Niagara. Everybody trying to get some nice minutes here today. Fight for the loose ball. Gets ruled a jump ball, and it's ruled in favor of Niagara. Another turnover here for Edge. Frustrating as it is here early on in this first quarter. It's still only an 8-point game, still in their grasp, but Niagara going to try to put their pedal to the metal here. 3:20 or so remaining in this first quarter.
When these two teams last played, the turnovers were 33-8 in favor of Niagara. I mean, Niagara forced 33 turnovers, so Edge is going to want to limit that quite a bit. Even if they don't win the turnover battle, 33-8 is not going to win you a basketball game.
Yilmaz for three. She splashes home again. And with the three on her back, she has two on the day. Great start for Soraya Yilmaz. And immediately Niagara tried capitalizing on another steal. Kaylin Crocker comes flying in, not able to hold it. And now Kylie Sully will sub in.
Well, three-pointers is another thing they did really well in their last game they played against them. 37.5% from three. That's a really strong team shooting percentage. That was their first three of the game, so perhaps they're coming a little bit down to earth, but nonetheless, that's still an asset that they want to use.
Wondrasic lets it fly for three. It's short. Not able to convert on that opportunity. Now Niagara want to get going again. Soraya Yilmaz, she's being given a lot more touches here as the main guard on the side today. She's been delivering, to say the very least. So far, her day, it's been pretty good, I'd say. 3 for 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from three. 8 points, currently leading her team in the scoring department. Trinity Venn with 7 points, 3 rebounds on the day as well. Kaylin Crocker already with 4 rebounds here early. No buckets from her, but still, great start from her.
Yeah, for a game with 27 points scored so far, only 5 different players have actually scored in this game, which, you know, a little strange, but it shows the quality of some of these players in this game.
Continuing on here, that will be Freya Zarifa. Zarifa finds Bergen. Bergen stepping back, wants to find Secord. Secord needs someone to make themselves known, finds Kells. Kells hits the deck, finds Secord. They're still fighting for it. It's loose. It's a scramble. And now it's Kylie Sully running the break. Backing down. Back it goes. A 3 ball for Niagara. Do it again! Kaylin Crocker hadn't scored until this moment, but cashes in from 3 to grow the advantage.
That's a high IQ play from both Crocker and Sully. They get Crocker wide open, and as a result, she's got an easy 3.
And they go back to back here. Sky Bergen with one. A block from Zarifa. Sully keeps it in bounds, though. And Edge, yeah, big 3 there from Sky Bergen. Goes back to back on the possessions. Edge now forces a turnover. Bergen finds Wondrasic inside. Great find by Wondrasic. Back to Bergen. Eyes on the back of her head to get that assist.
That was incredible spatial awareness and IQ. She's basically double teamed at that point, and everyone's thinking she's going to shoot, but she makes a perfect pass right back to her teammate to get the bucket.
Savannah Wilson, nice little post move to get those 2 points right back. The Edge inbound, sadly not able to connect with Wondrasic, and it will become Niagara ball here again on the inbound. Tough turnover there for Edge, especially early on in this one.
Yeah, especially when you're getting momentum, you're getting some nice plays going. Even if it's just getting your offense going, that's worth something. I think I'd rather be down by 10 and we're scoring a lot than down 10 and we're not scoring a lot, because, you know, that gives you a chance to come back in it. But it's a rough turnover there.
Ball a bit too high on Wondrasic. She's not pleased with that one. 51 seconds remaining in this first quarter. 24-13 the score between Niagara and Edge. Yilmaz scanning the clock. Scanning her team. Pass over to Langdon. Langdon thought about the jumper, instead drives inside, floats it, can't convert. Still tipped around. Lands in the hands of Crocker. Another board for her. Thank you very much. Up. It's tipped. Edge keep it inbounds. It will be Zarifa, the one leading the charge. Little shovel over to Secord. Secord, shovel to Bergen. Bergen sets her feet. Already has one from beyond the arc. Make it 2 Sky Bergen, sky high. And that is another bucket for her on the day. Gives her 8 points, half of her team's total. And in response, Niagara says, well, we got shooters too. They let it fly, no problem though.
Yeah, it's been really impressive seeing the fast-paced game that both of these teams can play at.
Gets tipped up again. They got to get it off. Sully, it's short on the full court heave. It's 27-16 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back for some second quarter action very shortly here at Humber College, home of WNPA Nationals.
Deserves a chance to be seen, a chance to be heard, a chance to leverage opportunities and showcase their skills. At NPH, players and teams can create their very own unique pieces of content, from individual player and team mixtapes to feature stories, program documentaries, and live broadcast experiences. NPH creates high-quality visual content with one purpose: exposure. Canada breeds basketball talent, and the players and programs deserve a chance to showcase it. So wake up, because exposure starts here.
It's got to be aggressive. 6 minutes left. It's a 13-point game. Okay, this is the time. Now's the time.
Return here for some second quarter action. Niagara lead the charge, but Edge aren't fully out of it. It is an 11-point gap, but as we know in the modern game, that's just under 4 3-pointers made, and both teams have been letting it fly from beyond the arc, so could be something that catches in. Bergen's shot there, long. Niagara catches the transition bucket to Trinity Venn. She's back at it. 2 more points to her total.
Well, Ven's already outscoring her season average.
Yeah, 9 points on the day for Trinity Venn. 4 for 5 from the field. Anderson curling around, finds Secord. Secord looking back, it goes to Anderson. Anderson takes it to the hole, pauses, great find inside of Zulak. She can't get the reverse on that, but is called for the foul. 2 free throws coming in favor of Avery Zulak.
So one thing that's really impressed me about Niagara in this game is kind of the IQ they've played with. Even if they're not executing the plays perfectly, the ideas are always really sound, and they're making some smart decisions that result in opportunities for them to score.
I mean, they've been giving some great looks so far to everyone on the court. And speaking of everyone on the court right now, rebounded right there. Paris Campbell, she's joined by Mira Tang, both making their first appearances in this game. Maud Law, she's the one that lets it fly for 3 and converts on it. Great play from Niagara. They double up Edge here, 16-point difference, 32-16 the score. Also out there for Niagara, Vanessa Langdon and Trinity Venn. A true lineup for next season here for Niagara on the court. They force a jump ball here. Edge, I believe, will remain with possession. Yes, they are. And out there for Edge right now is Sadie Secord along with Avery Zulak, Sky Bergen, Katie Anderson, and number 21. I already said Sky, sorry, I mean number 15, Kira Winquist. Transition bucket again. That one's a bit long to Law. She's able to corral it, but can't find Langdon. They just didn't have the connection on that play. It's turned over. Tough to see on the transition bucket going awry.
Yeah, it's a bit janky on that play, bobbling, just struggling to pass it back.
They do what they can, though, and that play tipped out of bounds. It will remain Edge ball. Avery Zulak, the one to inbound. Pass over to Anderson. Anderson feign one way, cuts the other way, trying to dance her way past Langdon. And the great screen there from Secord. Able to have the switch. Anderson all the way out to Bergen. She's been money from 3. That one's long though, and lands in the hands of Langdon. Over it goes to Campbell. Campbell barreling down. Pass over to Tang. Tang backdoor cut to Law. Law can't hold on to it. Still is cleaned up by Venn. She can't get the make. Campbell goes up, contact in the air. And they both hit the deck. They both get up, no problem. That's a foul number 24. Sky Bergen. Niagara keep the possession going. Chloe Wondrasik checking in. And for Sky Bergen, second foul on the day for her. I want to point out, if you want to take a look at the box score for anyone at home, if you want to take a look at the game between Edge and St. Jude's, Edge did come out on top, 82-72, but I will point out their largest problem, fouls. The fouls were spread out across the team, so they didn't have any crazy foul trouble individually for one player, but they did have a foul out. I believe it was in Temi Adewunmi. And as a result of that, a lot of fouls that really helped lead to St. Jude's almost pulling off a comeback.
Yeah, St. Jude's shot really poorly from the free throw line, so I think almost Edge got a bit lucky in that sense where, yeah, your opposing team shooting 40% from the free throw line, you can almost reliably put them there and think that they're going to miss.
But at the same time, still a game where you give up about 26 fouls as a team is not exactly one you want to be bragging about by any means. But it shows that Edge does play high intensity, and they're able to show it right here. Katie Anderson gets a bucket and one play to tuck it home. Great to see for Edge. They are in a big hole, but they got to claw it back. They're now running a press. Mira Tang, though, splits past Wondrasik, drives in, has Langdon on the left-hand side, finds Langdon. Langdon thinks about the jumper, doesn't, takes it to the hole, pauses, pass over, can't find Wilson, back it goes to Venn. Venn slows it down, puts it up, it's off. Anderson the one to pull it in. A couple parents in the crowd wanting to foul, but that's just the way it usually goes. Anderson to the hole, try to kick it back out. Langdon said, I've read that one before, and able to get the steal. Finds Tang. Tang able to get Wondrasik to hesitate in the air. Venn, second chance, no foul. Third chance, no foul. That one does. A lot of contact throughout those plays. Trinity Venn sticks with it, gets the first miss, gets her own miss, and now gets to get a trip to the line here.
Yeah, I mean, talk about me bounds on that play. She got a few opportunities and managed to come down with all of them. And I mean, as long as you get some points from it, it works out.
As the first free throw goes in, so far the rebound battle has been pretty interesting. 12 rebounds for Edge to the 19 from Niagara. But the interesting part here for both of them, on defensive rebounds, the difference is 21. There we go. My sheet hasn't updated, ladies and gentlemen, just updated there. But you look at the differences in terms of defensive rebounds to offensive rebounds. It isn't anything crazy. 13 to 11 is the difference in defensive rebounds, but the difference in offensive rebounds, 8 offensive boards to just 1. So Niagara really dominating on the offensive glass so far today. They're trying to keep it pushing on this possession. Law back to Yilmaz after the breather. Gives it to Venn. She's open for 3. Lets it go. Short. Still fighting for it. Rebounded by Wilson. Goes right back up. A whistle before she goes up. Bucket called off. And a foul's called for a push-off, it seems, on Soraya Yilmaz, which I find interesting because she wasn't anywhere near the ball.
I mean, that makes it all the more egregious in a sense if you're the team that commits the foul.
Yeah, maybe. It's just something with boxing out, you know, probably something of that nature. Mm-hmm. Ref repays them kindly. Another foul going the other way with a travel call there, turned over. Niagara go back at it again. Law, fine to Yilmaz. Takes it slowly. Wondrasik forcing her to the left-hand side. Screen from Wilson to lose Yilmaz, but instead it's going to go to Venn. She's open for 3. Gets it fly again. Trinity Venn can't convert. Yilmaz. Unfortunate on that possession, but now it's going to be Edge quick on the other side. Lets it go. Short off the 3, off the top of the backboard. Rebounded by Wilson. And Niagara going to slow it down here as they're going to try to break out. Yilmaz has a screen from Wilson on the right-hand side. Goes to the right-hand side, but it's to find Maud Law. Back to Yilmaz. She goes up through contact, no foul. Edge the ones to pick it up. And there go quick. Anderson hesitates for a moment, draws the contact, can't get the bucket. Come down with the offensive glass there, though, is Winquist. Anderson to the corner, 3-ball for Zarifa, no. And Trinity Venn fighting for it. Reach and foul from Edge. That'll be on number 15, Kira Winquist.
Well, half of Edge's field goals made have been threes right now. They're very reliant on the 3-ball, and I mean, they clearly have that plan in mind. That's how we're going to win this game.
I think the interesting thing here for Edge is you look at the team, they are playing very much on perimeter style, but if I'm then, try to get some pick and rolls. You have some big bodies. Yes, even though the tallest player in the game is Kylie Sully, there are a variety of 6-footers on this team. Freya Zarifa, Kira Winquist, Yasmin Kells, even Sadie Secord, all bigs. Use the aggression, take it to the hoop. It'll be nice. Wondrasic spins around, gives it back on over to Zarifa. Her midi jumper. Nice little bit of a shooter's hop. Bounces off the rim and makes it 34-21 as the timeout's called here for Niagara.
Well, we've talked about Wondrasic a bit, but I'm just going to, the thing that's impressed me most about her is her IQ that she's showing. She seems to always be making a smart play every time she gets the ball. And when you're a bit smaller, a bit less physically developed than the rest of the players on the other team, then you need to make up for it in other ways, and she certainly is.
Wondrasic at 5'3", still class of 2030. And, I mean, I've seen it for athletes of all levels. When you're in grade 9, you usually see growth spurts around grade 10, grade 11, things of that nature. So, things of that nature could be coming for Chloe Wondrasic in her future. She's been great so far today. The box score has not done her any justice. But at the same time, it is what it is. We know what we're seeing here on the tape for this Edge side. They currently trail by 13, and with 10 seconds left in timeout, we're going to keep it here before these teams fully make the return to it. And, you look at this Edge side, as I mentioned, the size is a big element here. Kira Winquist, Freya Zarifa, and Yasmin Kells, all bigs. If I'm them, run the pick and roll. Try to attack the basket. You'll be able to get some more open looks, potentially from 3. But Niagara has been almost daring them to shoot. And, I mean, I think that's a big reason why they're letting it fly from beyond the arc here. But regardless, still got to keep trying on the inside. Back from the timeout, Soraya Yilmaz. Shoveling forward as we wait. Cuts back over to the left-hand side. Flips it over to the corner. Pausing. Drifting around. And as it keeps on going, it finds Sully. She checks back in after her break. Kicks it back over to Crocker. Can't convert on the lay. Winquist comes down with it. It'll be Zarifa. Zarifa finds Zulak. Zulak able to get past Yilmaz there on the spin. Gets trapped into the corner. 2 people trying to find her. Gets it inside. Finds Winquist. It's blocked. And it will be Sully picking it up. Other way it goes. Niagara bringing it up. Popped out by Anderson. She's still fighting for it, but she knocks Sully to the ground. Great hustle from Katie Anderson, but she gets the player, not the ball. And Niagara get a chance to breathe here. Law to find Yilmaz. Yilmaz stops for a moment, finds Law. Law all the way across, finds Langdon. Langdon inside, pausing. One pump fake, still needs to find someone. Picked up by Anderson, great view on the play. Has Wondrasic trailing, but she takes it herself instead. Can't convert on the lay. It's not corralled by anyone, but Sully's the one to secure it. Kylie Sully to the hole, slows it down, finds Yilmaz. She lets it go. Money! Soraya Yilmaz splashes it home for Niagara.
I mean, this is a game putting her on notice. You go in, a lot of your stars aren't playing in this game, and you step up. You're saying, I'm next up. Look at me.
14 points now for Soraya Yilmaz in this game. Leads her team, leads the game in individual scoring so far, and it's been great to see from her in this one. Niagara just got a block on that last possession, and as Edge try to go up again, they can't. It's picked up by Sully. Sully passes it over to Yilmaz. Yilmaz has 10 on the left side, finds Sully. Sully pass over to Crocker, tipped by Zulak. Edge quickly the other way. Wondrasic looking around, finds Kells. Kells dump into Adewunmi. Adewunmi out to a cutter. It's Zulak, floater and one.
Good resilience from Zulak on that play. I mean, she fell down, was left behind on defense, runs back, gets the steal, runs up the other way, and gets the bucket with the foul.
Nice hustle there from Avery Zulak. 2 points, one more going in the pocket. Try to make it an old-fashioned 3, as I like to call it. Does just that. Closes his gap to 13. 3:45 remaining in this first half, ladies and gentlemen. And it's, as I mentioned, 37-24. Niagara leading the way. Yilmaz again for three. Just a bit long on the rock. And it will be pushed up by Edge. Finds Wondrasik. She slows it down on Tang. Pausing. Tipped by Mira Tang. She gets the steal. Wondrasik trying to get back on defense. Puts the pressure on Tang. Forces the miss. But Niagara not able to capitalize on the steal. Edge able to catch their breath, and we'll call a timeout, and we'll catch our breath here. Just over 3 minutes remain in this second quarter. You don't want to miss what's left in this game, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll be right back with some more WNPA basketball.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We're back here with 3:20 remaining. As mentioned, 37-24. Edge want to try to close this gap. It's Zulak who pulls it in. Slapped out by Yilmaz, but the slap out doesn't matter. Travel called on Avery Zulak. Edge have to get back on the defensive side. And I want to point out, for those of you who are probably watching from somewhere in the U.S. or other parts of Canada, weather might be nicer. It's end of March. It's -5 this morning, so temperatures were quite cold, but the relationship between these teams definitely isn't frosty. That part is quite nice, and I'm very excited that we've been able to still come together with this. I know some people were talking about potential worries of ice on the way in. There were some issues on delay, and thankfully we got everything started on time, but that in itself I think was just lovely. Anyway, random conversations about the weather. Mira Tang trips the line, not able to hit on her first. She's going to be second opportunity here so far yet to strike in the game. Can't hit on either. Edge. Zarifa pushed back, tried finding Wondrasik, but they're not on the same page on the cut. And it goes out of bounds. Niagara sets up again.
Yeah, they were looking for a call on that play. I think they had a discussion with the ref afterwards, but obviously they're not going to change it at this point.
No reason to do so. Yilmaz takes the screen, goes right to the basket, draws the contact. And 2 free throws coming here for Soraya Yilmaz. She hasn't taken a free throw yet today, which is crazy to see already that she has 14 points, all from non-free throws. So she'll try to add to that here on this trip, her first trip to the free throw line.
Another player who's scored above their season average. 7.7 points a game. He's got 14 so far.
I think a big thing for Soraya Yilmaz isn't even so much the scoring. We know that she can do that. She does it mainly off the bench, so great contributions on that side. But the thing that always impresses me, her steals per game. She's fantastic at reading passing lanes, and she really makes the lives a nightmare for ball handlers so far this season in the WNPA. Zulak on the drive, trying to spin back out. Quick pass over to Anderson. Anderson drives, takes the defender on the hip, can't convert it. Rebounded by Crocker. Crocker trying to pass it out. Finds Daly. Claire Daly keeps it pushing. Finds Kylie Sully. Sully drive to the hole. Scoops it. Tipped by Kells. Great defensive play. Edge now running quick. Finds Anderson. Anderson slowing things down. Says, you know what? I'm going to let it fly. Bang! Big shot from Katie Anderson. Cuts it to 11. Still a big hole to go. But with just over 2 minutes remaining, that's the type of positivity you want heading into half. And real quick, a steal from Kells. Edge want to try to add more to it. Anderson has it popped out. Kells goes up and draws the foul. And it could be a 5-point swing in favor of Edge.
Yeah, this is huge for them. Neither team has really scored a lot in the second quarter. It's been a bit down 11-8 right now, so a lot less high-paced, a lot more missed shots, but getting a 5-point swing could be huge.
First free throw sadly doesn't convert for Yasmin Kells. The fans of Edge hoping that at least she converts on the second one. Can't. Adewunmi gets the offensive board and puts it in though. So it doesn't matter that those 2 free throws didn't go in. They got the 2 points anyway. 5-point swing in the pocket.
And they're within single digits now.
Oh yeah, very exciting stuff. Sully driving in, steps back, puts it up, can't convert. Kells the one to come down. Pass over to Anderson, a bit off to the side, but she corrals it, no issue, able to control it. She's guarded by Daly. Kells sets the screen, Anderson splits up, goes right to the hole. Contact there, and it's a blocking foul that will result in 2 free throws. It's on number 3, Soraya Yilmaz. Her first foul of the game.
Well, knock on wood if you're an Edge fan, but generally speaking, they've shot pretty well from the line. And their last game, they shot over 70%, which is like above most Canadian university teams.
I believe that is above league average, yes. It's still very good for them. Katie Anderson does hit on that first one. Coach Tavon Douglas, apologies. He really gave it everything he could there, gave a little chat to his girls between the free throws. It's a 7-point game now, 1:25 remaining. It goes out to Mira Tang. She catches, she shoots, it's long. Rebounded by Zarifa. Edge want to keep adding to it. It's been a 7-point swing so far, but it's a steal. Yilmaz the one who comes down with it, gets the jump ball, and the possession arrows in the favor of Niagara. So they will be the ones to take control again. Great play there from Soraya Yilmaz to properly get things going. It's been her game so far today. She's been the engine of this Niagara prep team.
Yeah, she saw a loose ball and just pounced on it. No one else is getting that. It's like my dog when she sees a ball.
Hell yeah. Cam Newton wishes he did that in the Super Bowl, but I digress. Yilmaz takes the screen from Sully. Great cover by Adewunmi. Forced to pass it out. Kells on the defensive coverage on Crocker. Adewunmi putting the pressure on Crocker. Still able to get it out. Over to Sully. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Sully for 3. High off the rim. Rebounded by Zulak, and she needs to get it out. Tried finding Anderson. It's turned over. Tang with the steal. Passes it over. Finds Yilmaz. She has space for 3. High bounce off the rim. Sully comes down with it. Wins the box out. Goes up with the lay. No. Niagara. So many chances, and they'll keep it going. The pressure is at full pace here for this Niagara side. They keep on pushing, but still, bend don't break so far for Edge on this possession.
Oh my, that is a major lapse on defense.
Tang was open in the corner, but isn't able to convert. Edge get bailed out, and the bounce pass, obviously for Temi Adewunmi. She corrals it, goes up with it through contact, draws the foul, and she'll get 2 free throws. And the 7-0 run from Edge gonna continue on here if she's able to convert from these free throws and continue to close the gap with 31 seconds left.
Well, they've already scored more points in this game than they did in the first 3 quarters of their previous game against Niagara. So even then, like it's a really solid start.
Currently sitting on a nice little score so far for Edge. They can't convert on the free throws though. The run still sits at 7-0 in favor of the team from Calgary. And Sully trying to find Tang on the backdoor cut. Can't find her. Coach Douglas, a couple words here for Sully, but they know that they got it. Trying to get back on the defensive side. Anderson gets open. And no shot clock running now, just game clock. About 16 seconds remaining in this first half. And I think they might hold on for the final shot. A lot of back and forth passing. Anderson takes it to the hole, goes right up with it, sits on the rim. No! Doesn't convert on it. Crocker leads the other way. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Crocker stripped by Anderson. He's going to try to let it fly. It's blocked by Crocker. No foul on the call. End of the play there. End of the half there, Curtis. It's been a fun game so far. Niagara stormed out to a big advantage, but Edge, they've been bringing it back. We'll talk more about this after the half. 10 minutes from now, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned, stay happy. Grab a snack. I think I'm going to go grab a snack, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be able to enjoy the second half of some WNPA action very, very shortly.
Mike Mikhail here. I first came into North Pole Hoops back in July of 2024 as Director of Operations. That fall-winter season was a huge moment for us. we launched the inaugural WNPA with 10 teams where Royal Crown was crowned as champion. More importantly, the feedback from teams, parents, and coaches was incredible. People loved the experience that we were building for girls basketball. But as I spent more time in the gyms, I realized something. On the boys' side, there was always more exposure platform, more visibility, more storytelling, more opportunities. And I felt like it was time to level the playing field. That's when my role naturally evolved into Director of Women's Basketball Development and Head Girls National Scout. The mission became simple: build a real ecosystem that gives these girls the spotlight they deserve. After the 24-25 fall winter season, we launched our first ever Girls Showcase division in the spring. 6 junior teams with B1CA All-In, crowned champions. Right after that came our first ever Girls CNIT with also 6 teams, and Drop Off Elite made history as our inaugural CNIT champion. What stood out the most wasn't just the competition. It was how the community responded. Parents, players, and coaches were excited about the way we showcased the girls. The standout articles, the stats leaders, the storylines, and more importantly, real exposure. Fast forward to today, we've grown to 33 girl teams across 4 divisions, with programs coming in from Quebec, Calgary, Saskatchewan, all across Ontario. For me, it's always been bigger than just running leagues. I take the time to really know the players, their strengths, their weaknesses, and how we can help them reach the next level. So if you're a program, a parent, or a player who wants to be part of something special, don't miss the opportunity to help us continue building this platform and giving Canadian girls the real exposure they truly deserve. Let's keep elevating Canadian women's basketball together.
And the winner is...
I'm fast on concrete, boy, shit, talk, pull it back before I saw ball. Get up, spikes, 2 times, I'm changing the lights. Keep it busy, I'm fight, keep it dying, she bite, fuck up, my biggest nights. My bitch home high as a kite, follow your perk of ice. I rather coke than with ice. My diamond is bigger than rice. My dog, he with me, no rice. Big mansion, came from the mice. I do.
My name is Silky Sullivan. Who's missing is my wife, the second half of DNV Chill Cryo Wellness Spa, Verona Sullivan. We started this company, DNV Chill Cryotherapy Wellness Spa, about going on 5 years ago. We felt the need for athletes to have recovery and pain management at sporting events. Technology that we have, the device that we are able to spray athletes before they play, during halftime, and after they play, because it's nothing but 60 to 90-second sessions. It reduces inflammation, it reduces swelling, it eliminates muscle soreness. It's very efficient and it's very powerful. Anywhere that they're playing a high level of basketball, they're gonna need recovery. And I must say, this is my first time in Canada. Of course, I watched the SGA, the OKC won the championship, but for me to see with my own eyes, these kids, I'm very impressed. I told Tyreek that I'm very impressed with the level of play that they're playing out there. With that being said, they playing long games. Like I tell kids, you have to recover like you practice and play. They're playing every day, they're practicing every day, and they're training every day. So you have to let your body recover. And so I figure that this is something that we could come up here and help them with, and they could also help us, and we can help each other, man.
Welcome to the new era of basketball. They doubted you. They overlooked you. They didn't believe in you. But now, everything changes. No more sidelines. No more being underrated. No more sleeping. It's time for your game to speak. NPH has traveled the world. We've connected with the top players. We've built this stage. And now, it's time. Time for the game to rise. Time for you to rise. Time for the basketball world to wake up. Welcome to the new era of basketball.
This is the time. Now's the time.
Okay, you guys, we have Kaylin Santa Maria from Niagara Prep here. Kaylin, your team was ranked number 2 coming into the season. What do you think are your expectations for the season?
So I think the big point of emphasis is just going in with no expectations and proving to ourselves what we need to do this season in order to get the result that we want. My mindset is it's my senior year, so I mean I want to end off with a high note for sure. Coming out strong. I don't really think about points or about me. I think about what I could do to help the team. So whether that's scoring today or my effort, my defense, I have so much more to work on. But I know my teammates got my back and they're gonna help me and improve.
Heading into the season, you made an announcement that you committed to Rice. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
What went into that decision making, and what do you think they can expect from you next season?
As soon as I made my first phone call with Coach Kiwi with the head coach, with Coach E, I felt the love through the phone and in my visit. They can expect from me shooting and giving my 100% effort every day, and I'm so excited to go to Rice, for sure.
Again, congratulations, KK. We look forward to seeing you this season.
Thank you.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
Every player deserves a chance to be seen, a chance to be heard, a chance to leverage opportunities and showcase their skills. At NPH, players and teams can create their very own unique pieces of content, from individual player and team mixtapes to feature stories, program documentaries, and live broadcast experiences. NPH creates high-quality visual content with one purpose: exposure. Canada breeds basketball talent, and the players and programs deserve a chance to showcase it. So wake up, because exposure starts here.
They've taken everything from me, chew me up and spit me out. Big dog loves a crowd. Well, tell them to search my house. I bet they find you face down.
Yeah. Shout out to an ex, he a crash out. Took too many pills, he a crash out. She ain't hitting heels in a glass hop. I like what I saw and so I cashed out. You're bad. Hey, see me, you're bad. You're bad. I like what I saw and so I cashed out. Yeah, yeah. Make her, what? Make her dance with a top. Hey, 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 yeah. Daddy Mac will make her. Chris Cross will make her. Jump out to Jamaica.
Cross up, puts it up, no good. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, there. A bit of a tech problem to begin with, but we're back for the second half of action here. 38-31 the score, and Niagara get things going quick. First bucket of the second half for them. And they really wanted, if they want to try to bring this back, into more of a contention. That being said, Edge answer right back with two of their own.
Yeah, Edge has played very fast pace. I think they want to catch them perhaps sleeping a little bit and catch them off guard.
One thing I want to talk with you here, Curtis, so far is the difference between this first half and what we could potentially expect in the second half. We know Niagara's the one leading, and they've been more of an established team. What changes do you think we can see from Edge? They had a great run at the end. What should they continue to do or change to really try to come back into their own in this game?
Well, I think part of it's the fact that they're probably feeling a bit of momentum going their way. I mean, they outscored Niagara in the second quarter. It was, which, you know, did not happen in the previous match between these two teams. I think there's starting to be some actual belief that, hey, we could genuinely win this game. We're crawling our way back into it. I think the fouls were working for them as well, even though they weren't particularly strong on the free throw. They generally are a decent shooting team from the line, so I think you could see a little bit more of that as well.
And on the side of Niagara is Kaylin Crocker. Makes it to the line. Her first one falls. Niagara currently leading, but they had that little slip there in the second quarter. Any changes you think Coach Tavon Douglas has decided to potentially make for this team, as there's a full lineup change immediately?
I think you got to diversify your game plan a little bit more. They're shooting a lot of threes right now, and that seemed to be their go-to strategy. And obviously, threes are worth a lot, but threes are worth 3 points as opposed to 2. But I mean, I think sometimes you're gonna have to settle. You got to move. They've moved the ball pretty well in this game, at least better than Edge has. So I think they need to focus on that a little more and getting open shots as opposed to just hucking up threes.
I mean, if you want to talk about getting up shots, so far in this game, Edge has taken 38 shots to Niagara's 52. So that should be something to say. Langdon from 3, can't convert it. Second chance coming. Langdon thinks about it again. This time takes it to the hole. Gets a defender in the air. Great play from Vanessa Langdon. But Winquist slaps it back. Goes up. Blocked on Tang. Not able to get it. Anderson the one all the way the other way. Bucket there from Katie Anderson. But what a swat from Sadie Secord.
Yeah, Tang looked comfortable and confident. Not the fastest release you've ever seen, so they had a bit of time to get in. Secord had a bit of time to get in and just swatted away.
They got her on that one. And now Langdon goes up again. It's blocked once more for Edge. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. It's loose again, picked up by Edge. They're going to get the turnover here. Run quickly. It's Bergen. Has Secord on the left. Finds her. She sets up, lets it fly, and it goes! Sadie Secord splashes home the 3. And that's going to close the gap. A timeout called for Niagara. It's 42-38. And we'll come back very shortly here. How does Niagara regroup?
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Niagara to inbound. And Curtis, you were talking about it right before this break, the struggles they've had in stagnation on the offensive side.
Yeah, they're still forcing up shots, and they're playing very panicked right now. I don't think they thought they'd be in this position. And Edge can kind of afford to play a bit panicked, huck shots up, because they're losing. You don't have much to lose, and you've got the momentum. You're making shots right now. Niagara is not making shots. So forcing the ball, forcing shots doesn't really make much sense because you're probably going to miss those. They got to get open shots and be fully confident in their releases.
22 attempted threes so far in this game from Niagara, and they've only converted 6. And they'll a 27% clip as they force the shot clock violation here. 27% clip isn't anything crazy in terms of what we usually see in this league. If you take Soraya Yilmaz out of the equation, well, They are 2 for 14 from beyond the arc. It hasn't been the greatest three-point scoring day for Niagara, and after that last possession, they trail. Well, they're only up by 4. The lead at 1 point, quite high, and Katie Anderson takes 2 more for herself to make it a 2-point game. A lead that at 1 point sat at 16 at its peak, now only 2.
And it looks like a mass sub coming in again.
We see Sully lining up alongside Trinity Venn and Kaylin Crocker. Edge with a steal, and they're going to try to continue on. Out to Anderson in the corner. She takes it inside, kicks it back out once more. 3-ball, and it goes! The 3-ball from Avery Zulak. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time today, Edge lead.
This is incredible. What a start to the second half. What an job adapting they've done. And credits to the coach, Johnny Verone, because they've come out here and they've looked more ready.
I've gotten to talk with Johnny Verone throughout this season. A travel call for Niagara, they'll make a substitution. But I got to talk with Johnny Verone not just before this game, but before every game. First of all, such a kind man, a very, very dedicated person to the basketball community in, well, the entirety of Calgary. I'm stumbling on my words here, but I'm going to talk with him, and he's a great coach, very talented guy, and a steal here for Niagara. Hold on, I'll hold on my praise here as Yilmaz goes up, isn't able to convert it. Edge, try to go again. It gets stolen by Sully. She goes up and in. Niagara retake the lead, but as I was saying, when it comes to this Edge team, they are a very good side, and they do what they can. Johnny Verone, when talking with him pre-tournament, he said, look, I really trust my girls. They're a very good team, and I think we're a pretty slept-on side. So we have Sadie back. We have everyone healthy, and I think we're going to turn some heads. And I agree with him fully. They've come out on fire against this higher Niagara seed.
Well, I think that's one thing, too, right? The fact that every single person on this team is buying in 100% into this group, right? It's everyone playing all out there, no chemistry changes. This is the squad they've been playing with the whole time. And you see it a lot in hockey when it's like these teams, these all-star squads go up against these lesser-known squads, and often the lesser-known squads end up winning because they've been playing together for so long. It's why Latvia beats Canada sometimes at the international level, because of events like that. It's why the U.S. basketball team doesn't always win internationally, because this is players who aren't used to playing together.
That's true. And, I mean, we could see it here for this Niagara side. They get the free throw opportunities here. Trinity Venn at the line. Makes it 45-43 as her second free throw goes up and is short. Edge still fighting for it. But what I was mentioning there, I agree with your point on it. And that's the thing for Niagara. They have had the same team throughout this season. They have for the most part. But when you have 4 players sitting out, 4 players not able to play today, as a result of that, you're going to have to try to turn some different faces. You're going to have to try to get some different people involved. And as a result, you're going to be seeing those clashes, those growing pains. The established chain of command, so to say, on the court is a little bit different. Niagara, nice little run here to recover. They've been able to hold Edge scoreless for these last couple possessions, get a couple points themselves. And though they're losing the third quarter so far 12-7, as we have just over 4 minutes remaining, they still lead by 2. The chance by Crocker blocked. Edge continuing on here with this possession.
Well, while we were talking, Niagara retook the lead in a sense, so perhaps they're trying to figure out a little more, or they're figuring it out a little bit better.
Mira Tang can't convert from 3, a bunch of ticky-tack play, and ends up going to Sadie Secord. Inside, back to Wondrasic. Her 3-ball, just long, sits on the rim a little bit, goes long, continues on to be the Edge possession, as it's last off of a member of Niagara. Maud Law checking in. Who will be seeing come out? It will be Soraya Yilmaz checking out for the side.
So another thing that I think Niagara's going to have to do really well, and I think they're going to have to be able to adapt and stay calm. Like I said, a lot of panicked stuff. They seem to be trying to force plays that they set up as opposed to going towards, well, I mean, that would work perfectly. That was a drawn-up play, and that worked perfectly. So maybe I'm misspeaking.
No, but what you're saying is fair. A lot of their possessions has felt forced. A 3-ball to trade there for Freya Zarifa, apologies. But as you mentioned here, it is that element of forced shots. You know, they feel like they have to get a 3 up. They feel like they have to do things. That last play, very different to some of the other 3s that they've had. A lot of them are just, they let them up, they let them pray, and that's just how it goes. That one, calm, collected. Sully draws the defense, and Modlaw open for 3 in the corner, and they convert on the opportunity.
Yeah, it's about passing and shooting with purpose. It's not just passing or shooting because that's what the play suggests.
Kylie Sully establishing herself with another 3 ball. Big bucket from her to make it a 5-point gap. Edge want to continue on in this one. Wondrasik pull up there on the mid-range. Sully ended up hitting the deck. I think made some contact with a teammate. Who knows? But back to a 3-point game. Crocker catches in stride, and it's 3 threes and 3 possessions for Niagara. Great 9-point swing for them here. They've reestablished the 5-point gap. Mir Tang plays the lane, slaps it out, says it's mine, and the referee agrees.
Well, I mean, their shots are falling now. It's if you're making them, why stop taking them is the thought process at this stage. So good to see them get out of that rut.
I think they hurt us, Curtis. I think that's the big thing. We're talking about their struggles from beyond the arc, and they said, okay, convert 3 from 3 on their next couple possessions, and it is what it is. Adewunmi strips Ven, but it's slapped out by Maud Law. She catches it here, thinks about the jumper. No, popped out. Edge get the steal again. Anderson behind the back, and it's a reach in on Kaylin Crocker. She lets him know that's on me. My apologies. And it is what it is on that possession. We will be seeing Edge setting up again slowly. 3rd foul of the day for Kaylin Crocker.
Well, I'm going to commend Maud Law on that play. That's the kind of cool, calm, collected approach on defense. She jumped in when she saw it. She adapted well. She put herself in the right position, and she played with purpose.
3 ball from Anderson off the front of the rim. Can't convert on it. Niagara trying to capitalize on it. Pass over to Law. She can't hold on to it. She can't save it. Steps out of bounds. Edge the one to take over. Soraya Yilmaz checking in now. She'll make the substitution for Kaylin Crocker. Adewunmi, up she goes, and it goes.
That is 100% on Sully on that play. She was caught lacking on defense. I don't think she thought they could pass it to Adewunmi, and she was wrong.
Good find inside from Edge, and on the other end, Niagara almost get those 2 points right back, but it is a bit short on it, and Trinity Venn will be rewarded with some free throws. Kylie Sully coming out, Savannah Wilson, the one checking in, and right here I see Coach Renee Brousseau, I see Emmanuel Brody, apologies, and on the other side, Emma Dongelmans. I see Alex Newson, I see Gabby Marash. Ladies and gentlemen, it might seem a little crazy, but in just under an hour, we will be tipping off for the other game of the quarterfinals. Kings Christian taking on Code Academy, a 4v5 matchup. And I think that's going to be one that you and I will get to enjoy to watch. Both these teams are very, very fun to watch, so it'll be enjoyable to see what sort of product they put together. That and more coming not just today, but in this weekend in the NPA, in the WNPA for Nationals Week. As we continue on, 1:30 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 55-50. Niagara still lead. They gave up the lead a little bit earlier in this third quarter, but they came back to reestablish themselves, and that in itself is nice to see for them. 19-16 is the scoring battle between Edge and Niagara in this third quarter.
Yeah, it's been a really fun quarter. Fast-paced, back and forth. Lots of threes being hooked up, not all of them falling. So the teams have had to adapt a bit.
Maud Law tries going up high to Savannah Wilson. Can't connect with Wilson, and as a result, turns it over. Edge go back at it.
Well, that's a play where it's, you got to play with purpose. That one was very forced. I mean, she was not open whatsoever, completely covered on that play, and they're still trying to make the pass.
Anderson, little spin move inside, trying to get something. Forces it, unfortunate from her. She tried playing it out, and it hits off of Soraya Yilmaz. It will remain Edge ball. You can see Soraya a little frustrated that it bonks off her face, but, it happens. That's what happens in these games. Edge remains cool, calm, collected. They want to try to get something to really make it a very close game. Into the fourth. 3 ball from Zarifa. No, Adewunmi can't hold on to it. And Niagara, other way it goes for them. And it seemed like the referee for a second said it was going for Edge. And after a VAR review with no camera, just word of mouth, they decide to reverse it and it becomes Niagara ball again.
Yeah.
Curtis, how sick would it be here at Humber to have a VAR?
I mean, we don't even have it in U Sports, right? So
it'd be really funny. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Bucket there, Trinity Venn, nice little bucket on the flater. 57-50. We're tied at 19 in the third.
We'll talk about Venn. 15-8 in this game, just been an all-around demon.
Anderson to Bergen. Bergen drive inside, needs to get it up, puts it, can't. Adewumi catches, can't get it back up again. And Edge had a fantastic run. They took the lead for a bit, but like Icarus, maybe they flew a bit too close to the sun. One more quarter to decide the battle of the fates here, 57-50, as Niagara look to close this one out. 10 more minutes of basketball coming to you very shortly.
Every player deserves a chance to be seen, a chance to be heard, a chance to leverage opportunities and showcase their skills. At NPH, players and teams can create their very own unique pieces of content, from individual player and team mixtapes to feature stories, program documentaries, and live broadcast experiences. NPH creates high-quality visual content with one purpose: exposure. Canada breeds basketball talent, and the players and programs deserve a chance to showcase it. So wake up, because exposure starts here.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
Fourth quarter action now. Niagara the ones starting off with the ball, and they lead by 7 in what has been a very exciting game for the Niagara fans at home. Maybe a little bit too close for comfort compared to what they're used to, but they still lead handsomely. Suli's three-pointer doesn't fall. Crocker's second chance is tipped. Still fighting for it between Venn and Zulak. Edge the ones that get it from the possession arrow. Now they get to capitalize on the missed opportunity. Back and forth play there, Secord. Quick pass over, finds Bergen. Bergen slowing it down for a sec. Back it goes to Anderson. She hesitates. Takes it inside. Spin move. Anderson out to Adewumi. In it goes. And even though she gets the bucket, called for the travel, no go. And that's a tough one to have called off.
Yeah, it was a really nice play, but, rules are rules. Even though they don't tend to call that in the NBA, they call it in the WNPA.
Hey, it happens, and I mean, we can obviously talk about the interesting dynamics of rules across all different forms of basketball, but instead, let's just talk about this possession here. Soraya Yilmaz going to the net, goes out of bounds, and it will remain in her stead. It will remain in the hands of Niagara. The inbound out to Trinity Venn. Venn taking it right to the basket, right to the hoop. 2 points there for Trinity Venn as she cashes home. Edge trying to catch him on the break. Secord goes quickly and gets those 2 points right back.
That's where you got to get them. You got to catch them off guard, and they've been decent at that in this game. But it seems like Niagara's adjusting to it eventually at this stage.
Mira Tang's pass kicked, and as a result, even though we're not playing football, we are playing basketball. It will remain Niagara's possession. Suli pass over to Yilmaz. Slows it down, has the defender on the hip. Great find to Venn, swatted by Secord. It remains Niagara ball, it's tipped, and now Edge quickly leading the way. Adewumi finds Anderson. She floats it over, pass into Zulak, and she gets those 2 points. They make it a 5-point game again. Edge, they've been living on the edge, but we'll see if they're able to properly establish an advantage. Sully, it's popped out, dies on the ground. Who's the one who has it? It is Kylie Sully. They fight for it. Everyone jumps on it. And it will remain from possession arrow in the side of Niagara. Kylie Sully slow to get up. Teammates help her up. A little bit beaten up. Inbound play to come here for Soraya Yilmaz.
Well, I'm going to talk about Kylie Sully for a second. There's a very clear reason why she's set to play D1. Just in the Canadian university level, you don't get that kind of package of skill and size and hustle. I mean, crawling on the ground in her frame, it's got to hurt quite a bit. And she can stretch the floor. I mean, those are just traits that you can't really teach to a certain extent. And that's why, it's just watching her, it's like, yeah, it's very clearly a D1 player.
UMass going to be very happy to have her. She was an all-Canadian game selection earlier this season, and it's obviously a joy for her in her senior season. Niagara, it was blocked, but then Edge couldn't keep it in bounds, and as a result, Niagara get a second bite of the cherry here. Tang steps back, puts it up, it's tipped. Great play from Edge, and they'll take it for another possession. Still a 5-point game. Katie Anderson crossing back, crossing over to the left-hand side. Kicks it back over to Zulak. They're not on the same page. Trinity Venn says, I didn't touch it. No sirree, that wasn't me. And as a result, Edge have to get back on the defensive. Quickly, ball continues on. It ends up finding its way to Soraya Yilmaz. Takes a screen, tries finding Sully on the slip, can't. Adewunmi, the one with the steal, has Anderson. Anderson gives her the lane. Attack there from Adewunmi, blocked there by Crocker, and it will remain Edge ball, but great defensive awareness from Kaylin Crocker to block it.
Yeah, great work just getting back. I mean, the hustle it takes. Adewunmi thought she had the easy bucket, and Crocker said no.
Maud Law, substitution. She comes in for Niagara, and the inbound quick. In it goes, and up it goes. Adewunmi gets those 2 points now.
That's a confident shot there. I mean, a lot of players you'd see shaking this, and it's confident on the other side as well. Full commitment to both of those shots, and they found a way.
You have to have a certain level of confidence and swagger to your shot, especially when you're taking those opportunities. Anderson gets him in the air, floats it up, isn't able to get it, fights for her own board again, and draws the foul. Free throws coming, and that one's on number 25. Kaylin Crocker, the one flagged for it, a foul for her, and that is her fourth. First, I saw the hands up, I thought it might have been her fifth, but no, fourth for Kaylin Crocker.
Well, this is the last player you want to send to the line as well. I mean, knock on wood if you're an Edge fan, but 6 for 6 from the free throw line so far.
Katie Anderson, one of the most efficient free throw shooters just in the league. She's been showing out yesterday, she shows out today, and she's been doing very well throughout this season. And even though, we talk about the free throws, we talk about her efficiency on offense, she also is the 5th highest in steals per game this season. So
well, she's got 7 steals today.
Whoa. Goes to show how good she is, man. You love watching her play. Edge able to force a turnover, and it will be a timeout. They'll have the ball when we come back, 61-58 in the fourth quarter. Niagara hold on, but it's just by a hair. We'll be right back soon for some more basketball.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
back from the break. 6:53 is left in this game, and Edge trailed by 3. They only had that short-lived short lead over Niagara. Apart from that, it's been Niagara all day. But since the first quarter, Edge has won the scoring battle today. And that being said, things might change. Maud Law fouled on her transition. She got the steal. And as a result, she'll get 2 free throws coming soon. 4th foul on the day, I believe, for Katie Anderson.
Well, obviously that's not ideal if you want to turn this into a free throw contest, right? Anderson is the one who's going to win you that free throw contest, and her at 4 fouls, you got to stay out of trouble at this point.
Sub being made, Soraya Yilmaz checking in for Miratang. And we'll be seeing how it pushes forward for Edge. They turned it over in that last possession. Wondrasik stepping up on Yilmaz.
Well, the turnovers 21 apiece. It was 33-8 in the last game between these two. So that's something that's changed so much, that's resulted in this game being so much closer.
Kicked on out, Secord for 3. Off the front end of the rim before going a bit long, and it gets picked up now by Niagara. They lead by 5, it's Law. Law, quickly passing it over to Venn. Venn moves it forward. It goes to the corner, still looking. Needs something. Shot clock counting down. It's Yilmaz. She's got to get something. No, out to Venn. Her three-pointer. Money! Trinity Venn splashes home.
She has 20 now. Huge step-up game.
Trinity Venn has been giving it her all, and she makes it an 8-point gap. Wondrasik almost gets it popped out by Maud Law. Still, though, remains Edge possession. Adewumi can't convert. And it will remain Edge ball after that play. Yasmin Kells checking in for Temi Adewumi. Rebound goes in, picked off immediately by Sully. Read it like a book. Gives it out to Law. Law lets it go for 3 and banks it in. Maud Law. And Niagara gets a nice total here of 69 to make it an 11-point gap.
Well, I'm not sure that was her plan on that play to bank it in, but hey, it worked out.
Call Scotiabank to make a deposit, and another 2 points potentially coming here. Trinity Venn long on the play. And it doesn't matter as he gets cleaned up by Maud Law, but tough miss there from Venn.
You're seeing the confidence they're playing with once again. They don't look as panicked. They're not forcing things as much. They're just getting it and doing it what they're doing with the ball, what they do.
Wondrasik's chance, can't convert. And it's called a blocking foul. Soraya Yilmaz still down. Looks for some help, gets helped up. Subs made. Wondrasik and Zarifa will be the ones checking out. Sorry, Wondrasik and Zarifa will be checking out. Man, I'm tripping on that one. My apologies. 71-59 the score here. Niagara really stretched out an advantage here. We'll see if Edge have any more cards up their sleeve. Kells can't hit it from the line. Sully the one leading the way. Sully out, it goes to Law. Her 3 ball. That one's a bit long. Still bouncing around. Finally picked up by Edge.
Well, Sully's been fantastic. Even if she's struggling from the field, still got 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Do it all.
Chance from Edge, won't fall. Niagara now want to capitalize on it. It's Law. Feigns right, goes left. The lay doesn't fall. Now we'll see where it goes on. Katie Anderson driving side through contact, leaves it over and finds Yasmin Kells. It's a 10-point game. Moving forward here. The opportunity falls for Trinity Venn. She grows on her big scoring total. Now it's Katie Anderson wanting to find something. 3:35 remaining. Spin move. Dumps it to Kells. She goes up. It's short. Still she fights for it. Dumps it. Backdoor find to Sadie Secord, and she gets 2 points back. 10-point game again. Edge really want to get things going.
Yeah, they got to hurry. I mean, the way Niagara's playing right now in the fourth quarter, they're just getting their shots to fall just in the second half as a whole.
Still as we continue on here. Turned over. Niagara lead the way. And though this break goes for Edge, they turn it over and the basket will not count.
Yeah, it's a tough turnover. Trying to find any kind of separation to claw your way back into this game, and that's not going to help.
Sub being made, it will be Mira Tang. And that is Katie Anderson's 5th. She fouls out of this one, and that's tough for Edge. 3:03 remaining in a 10-point game. And your best player so far today in all elements of the game in Katie Anderson no longer going to be with you for the rest.
Yeah, it's not an ideal way to hopefully come back.
Ball in, finds Tang. Tang back door, goes to Sully. She finds her.
Another play with purpose. I don't think that was drawn up, but Tang saw Sully was wide open in the paint, couldn't pass it up.
Niagara, in your words, has been playing with way more purpose this fellow. They were struggling throughout the third quarter. It felt like they were putting up shots aimlessly. And now in the fourth, very more analytical with their shots. They've been giving what they can, and that in itself has been very nice. Ball finds Law. She sets, fires. No, it's long.
Well, just that play as a whole, even though they missed, like you saw it from Sully. She scouted out the play, saw what was around her, saw Law was a bit more open, passes it off, gets her a wide open 3 attempt.
Fifth foul, it seems, here. It's a 5th one for Kaylin Crocker. She'll come out. We'll see Savannah Wilson check in. And a timeout called here for Edge. 2:09 remaining in this fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if they have anything going for them, as this game will come to a close shortly.
Every player deserves a chance to be seen, a chance to be heard, a chance to leverage opportunities and showcase their skills. At NPH, players and teams can create their very own unique pieces of content, from individual player and team mixtapes to feature stories, program documentaries, and live broadcast experiences. NPH creates high-quality visual content with one purpose: exposure. Canada breeds basketball talent, and the players and programs deserve a chance to showcase it. So wake up, because exposure starts here.
Edge want to keep it going for them, but time is of the essence. 3 ball for Secord. High bounce off the rim. She won't be able to convert on it. Edge now trying to get a stop on defense. It's tipped there. It was tipped there. And yeah, big call on the referee there. The one on the far side thought it was going to be Edge getting it back. Other ref corrects him, says, no, it was tipped. My dear friend, it's okay. And they were able to get things going, no problem. Secord fighting for it. They dive for it. Ends up in the hands of Wondrasic. Wondrasic hard drive to the basket, floats it, no. And now it's going to be picked up by Tang. Tang almost popped out there from the back by Secord. 1:35 remaining. Tang finds Law. To Wilson, back to Law. She thought about it and said, let it fly. Why not? But wasted possession there. It's tipped out of bounds. Sully tries saving it, plays it off the leg of Bergen. but it wasn't enough. She stepped up beforehand. It will be Edge ball. Sky Bergen inbounds to Wondrasek. 1:20 remaining. If they're going to come back, they need a bucket now. Not tomorrow, right now. Bergen. Backdoor pass to Wondrasek. Her three ball. It's short. She gets her own miss, though. Pauses. Puts it inside to a teammate. It's blocked. And it will remain Edge possession here, but with 1:01 remaining, really time is of the essence now.
Yeah, I think the key thing from Niagara there is that they wasted time. You know, that it's not even the fact that they didn't allow points, it's that, you know, they have less time to score now.
Venn goes up and grabs the board. She's knocked down to the ground. Sub being made. We will be seeing Paris Campbell check in. Kylie Sully checking in. Along on the other side will be Temi Adewunmi, along with number 12, Freya Zarifa. Law takes the screen, fades a little bit, still looking around, passes it over to Venn. Venn now sizes up, takes it to the hole, kicks it out, almost picked off. Yes, it is picked up by Wondrasek. She's stripped by Wilson. Wilson can't convert on it, still loose on the ground, fighting for it. Will be Bergen, passes it over to Temi Adewunmi. Adewunmi, up it goes, Temi Adewunmi! And one play for her. Big bucket there from Adewunmi. Chance there goes, 9-point game. Niagara knows defensive pressure is going to be getting on them. Ball up, it makes its way to Trinity Venn. She catches it nicely, gets it swatted there by Adewunmi, but it seems that she got more than just the ball. Free throws coming soon. I believe so.
Well, I mean, for all intents and purposes, just if you're just this box score watching, Venn has been the best player on the court, generally speaking. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 47% from the field, which is much higher than anyone else in the volume shooting for this game. She's had a great game.
Timeout called again by Edge, and should be the last one of the game here. 11-point game. Just under 30 seconds left in this one. We'll be right back.
You guys got to be aggressive. 6 minutes left. It's a 13-point game. Okay, this is the time. Now's the time.
Stay focused. Return, ladies and gentlemen, here to close out what is left in this game. Out of bounds it is, and Niagara with 18.8 remaining, unless pressured by Edge, might just hold on to it here. In it goes to Trinity Venn. Secord covers it off to avoid no more scoring. But Venn finds Law, and they might just hold on to it to close this one out. They do just that. Claire Daly dribbles it out. Final score, ladies and gentlemen, 77-66. And even though Edge is the one with 66, Niagara's en route to the semifinals, where they will be facing off against one of the top 2 seeds here in the WNPA. WNPA. It's going to be fun to see who they end up taking on. Niagara will continue on their journey, and they will be taking on Fort Erie tomorrow night. And it's going to be fun to see what they do. But from us here in the gym, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, well, we have some more basketball coming soon. Kings Christian will be taking on Code Academy. You can watch that game with me and Curtis shortly. And on the other court, we will be seeing Notre Dame. They will be taking on who will they be taking on? Hold on. Gotta check my sheet. Absolutely bombastic from me. Notre Dame will be taking on Sacred Heart in their game. Jacob Ewing and Anthony Marinoff. Anything you want to say here before we leave, Curtis?
Well, honestly, it was a great game. Just fantastic stuff from both sides. A lot of urgency, very exciting, and we're in store for a great day.
That was game one, with two more later on today on the main games of the day. One more women's game, and it will be a 4v5. We'll see you very shortly on that stream. But for this one, that has been everything from Curtis Coleman, our beloved producer, Matt Ritchie. I've been Julian Quintero Verano, and until next time, see ya.
They've been sleeping tons of. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, is a new day, new era. Lights on, game loud, move clearer. They slept too long, now the storm got nearer. Wake up, look in the mirror. Wake up, you feel that shift in the air. Stardust burn, old crew in the flare. What's gonna shake when the dreamers declare? Wake up, we already here. Wake up, wake up. Cold floors, no name on the list. We built from the shadows, can't sleep on